What up? It's your girl, Young K Peasy. Yep, it's me. It's Keisha Pollard, aka Miss Always Amazing. And if you're hearing me, today is Friday Eve. Luckily, your girl is off. So I'm ready for this 3-day weekend. Good Friday is tomorrow. Easter, I will be attending sunrise service on Sunday, and I'm all about it. All about it. So, next episode, we're going to unpack hashtag best self and continue on with the evolution of my hashtags, right? But let's get some housekeeping done before we get started. Thank you to every person that likes, subscribes, listens, re listens, gives a comment. I am grateful. I know you didn't, but you did. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am grateful. I appreciate you and your time. More housekeeping. Go check your girl's inaugural blog out entitled Next Chapter. You can find that on teflonjohn.com. Shout out to Jonathan Smith for giving me the opportunity to have my work featured on his website. My podcast will also be featured. My next blog will be, excuse me, about the relationship with my father. So it'll be another emotional piece. But I'm excited and grateful to go through that process. Shout out to the homies. Martre Stevens, Willie Sanders, and as I mentioned, Jonathan Smith, Teflon John, huge supporters. They encourage me, they push me. I did another Shots with KP yesterday, just trying to continue to elevate my game in this new arena that I found myself. So shout out to them. I also want to begin to start featuring local talent, local artists. I think there is something to supporting each other, similarly to how I try to support Martre, Willie, and Jonathan, and whatever they have going on, and I share their content and their material. Um, I think there's something to supporting each other. So I want to give a shout out to Phoenix Coaching, Josh Miller. He and I used to be peers at the same company. He now does coaching. Myself, my sister, my nephew had him come and do a coaching session with us for the disc assessment. Pretty dope. So check him out. He's on Facebook at Joshua Miller. If you want his information, leave a comment and I can make sure to connect. Also, Jarrett Jamison. I just purchased a shirt from him. Dope graphics. I can't wait to wear it. Check him out. I got the shirt on Etsy, but I know that he is on Facebook and also on Instagram. And then my girl, Buddy Ship, Pam Warren, independent travel consultant. I know that she also does Color Street Nails. So go check these people out. I mean, everyone's just trying to hustle. Everyone's trying to build wealth and to create a legacy. Go check them out. Two more, right? My girl, Brandy, slays the wig. She keeps Young KP looking fly, fresh to death. I actually have an appointment tomorrow with her for Young Silk Press. She also does my braids. Check her out. Again, local to San Antonio. There's her booking information. And then Ashely Miller. She's actually the wife of Joshua Miller from Phoenix Coaching. Look at them. Co-laborers just trying to get out here finding their own way. She's an amazing talent. She's been sharing her work on both Facebook and Instagram. She's a really dope, amazing artist. She's been sharing illustrations. I know at times she sells her work, so just check her out. Hashtag support each other. That's what this life is about. I try to do my best at shopping local, supporting local and small businesses because that's how we can elevate each other. I can't support everyone, but the people that I know for sure. So just a call to action. Hey, if you're not, go buy a t-shirt. And if not, buy a pen or just say, hey, can I donate $5? Whatever it is, let's support each other. That's what this community is all about. I hope that each of you has had an amazing week. My week has been pretty dope. Today ended final presentation. I think I shared in my shout with KP. I had a proposal that I had to put together, so that ended pretty successful. Um, but I hope that each of you has had a pretty amazing week. Thankful Thursday, right? Or Turn Up Thursday. In San Antonio, today marks Fiesta. It's a 2-week party, and it's pretty polarizing. Either you love it or you hate it. I haven't participated in any of the events, So I don't have an opinion, but if you live in San Antonio, I hear that it's the thing and the place to be. Hashtag best self, right? So I wanted to think about how can I explain or share what makes up my best life. So this is a depiction. This is the best way that I came up with how to explain it, give a visual, right? So faith, family, passion and purpose, and health. So my faith, I was baptized in 1992. I was 10 years old. Ottersville Baptist Church in Bedford, Virginia was when I got baptized. I want to say it was either on my birthday or close. Um, and we would go to church. I do recall, on Sunday mornings trying to sleep in. Like, oh no, did we miss it? Did we miss church? I used to attend church with my mom as well. And then when I married, my in-laws were pastors, and that's really where I regained my personal adult relationship with Christ and with God. And that has been the foundation and the catapult to where I am today with my walk and my faith. Although when I think about being a young girl, vision was important to me. So being able to see things even before I knew what I saw. So being resolved and absolute to know. I recall when I was married, we had sold a house, moved into an apartment, and I was like, I'm just gonna go up to the financing company and see, right, to the mortgage. It wasn't a bank because we were going to get a USDA loan. So let's just go see. Went to talk to them. No, you're approved. Build a house. I even signed a contract. I hadn't even told my husband. So the faith to know that no, the timing is now. I feel that it's the right thing to do. Moving to San Antonio even was I could see it. There was a level of peace that I had. So my faith has been immensely important to me, and I can credit my grandmother, my mother, my sister Annette is she's a faithful warrior. I mean, she was when in the time when they were, because she's older than I, they would go out and party. She was always at Rivermont Baptist, always at Rivermont Baptist. She was the faithful of the faithful. She is on the hospitality. She's on the sanctuary choir, the women's choir. Super faithful in serving. And so Philippians 4:19 is one of my favorite scriptures, one of my foundational scriptures. It's actually my email for Yahoo, kmiller419. And my God will meet all of my needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus. So that was my foundational scripture in my adult walk with Christ. And you guys have heard me talk about and see me hashtag and see me quote about I am what I am. By the grace of God, I am what I am. And his grace to me was not without effect. No, I worked harder than all of them, yet not I, but the grace of God that was with me. That's another foundational scripture in me in this evolution. By the grace of God, I am what I am. I am sometimes aggressive. I am sometimes wounded. I am sometimes always amazing, right? And I'm learning to be comfortable with who God created Keisha Michelle Pollard to be, my authentic self. I've learned and I encourage women specifically. I don't got time to be apologizing to you for who I am. Because when someone has to say, if that offended you, I'm sorry, that's not the apology, right? So when I am truly sorry for something that I did, but I'm not apologizing for who I am. Because respectfully, you don't gotta like it. You don't have to like it. So next is my family. Right? We all have one, whether it's all biological, adopted, in-laws, friends. So I put some pictures here. Of course, Mama Lois, which shout out to Mama. She is liking and commenting on not only my things, but things that I'm sharing. So Tupac said it best. I wish I could think of a line. Dear Mama, I can't think of a line from the song, but you get it, right? You get the drift. I don't have a picture of her here, but just know that when you see me, think of her, right? 4'11", super cute, brown. But my nephew, he is part of my village. He and my sister Faye, we talk every day. hashtag best self, right? So they're the people that hold me accountable. They're the people whom we observed Lent, which is a Catholic holiday, and it has to do with turning your plate down, sacrificing something for, I think it was 45 or 46 days before Easter. And we commit to do something together as a group for the accountability. But whatever, that's just one of many things that we do. But we talk every day, personal advice, professional advice. They're trying to get some plane tickets to come out here. We talk about that, but it's just checking in. They are part of my personal network, and I encourage everyone to get one. There's my father. He called me earlier. That was Saturday. Saturday, and it was like 10 o'clock his time, which makes me nervous, right? My dad's 71, and I'm like, "Yes, sir. Are you okay? I heard there were some storms in San Antonio." I said, "No, Dad, I'm good." We had about an hour of storm, so he contributes to me being my best self. He showed me what a provider looks like. So he had a hand in laying the groundwork. The blog is going to be dope that I write about him. The next picture starts kind of tiny. I am the baby of 6. Now I have a little sister. She is already transitioned and gone to be with the Lord. Frances Elizabeth transitioned August of 2004. She was 10 years old. And then I have a brother whom March of 2008, if my memory serves me correctly, has transitioned as well. So there's a total of 8 of us. I am the baby of the core 6, I guess, right? And there you see the other, my other 5 siblings. My sister Annette is in the middle, top middle. On the left is Junior, my brother James. On the right is my brother Kevin. And then to my left is my sister Jackie, and to my right is my sister Faye, part of the village. They help contribute to my best self. Super supportive. We always get together when I go home for the holidays. And just to know, like the older 4 grew up, and then me and my brother Kevin are 10 years apart. So then it's me and Faye. So in our adult relationships, it's been awesome. Just being able to support each other, see our kids grow up together. I think Heaven is my brother's daughter, my little niecey poo, and I think she might be the baby, right? Of the grandkids. But anywho, I digress. So they're a part of what makes hashtag best self a reality. My best of the 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 best friends. That's Dr. Page there. We grew up, we knew each other all of our life. Well, not all of our life, but most of our childhood. Then we really connected in high school. We cheered together in our adult life. We have been close. We don't talk every day, but when we do, it is on like popcorn. Again, she is part of that network. I can call her and say, "Am I tripping? Reel me in or let the leash go some more," right? She's my checks and balances, just like the village. She helps me to understand go or stop or pause. She gives me consideration. I don't have anyone in my life that is a yes person. Not even my children are yes people. And I'm grateful. On the last picture is my cousin Edmund. We worked together. We met working together at Nationwide Insurance. His brother, rest in paradise, George. His brother was dating a girl that we worked with, and they subsequently married. And his name was George Price. And I was like, Price? My grandma was a Price. So then I called her. She was alive at the time. And she was like, "Yes, Reverend John Price." And so that connected me. So he and I we knew each other by way of working at the same company and have been thick as thieves. He's another one. He'll call or I'll call him, and we can, be real. Like best friends and cousins probably shouldn't talk the way that we do or share as much as we do, but he is a trusted confidant. And again, not a yes person, but will give me considerations. He too is super faithful. He's a minister of music, and his faith is unwavering. He's been through a lot. He lost his father and his brother, and he's been through a lot. So he's a living testimony for me. So he too contributes to this life being its hashtag best self, right? Best life. And I didn't picture my kids, but that's to be understood, right? That those little people are my world and my everything. So all that to say, a strong faith, check, right? Um, I know that I know that I know, and my faith is not one of Bible stories, burning bushes, parting the Red Sea, the death, burial, and resurrection. I had to make sure that was right. It is I know, I've witnessed, I've seen, I've experienced, I felt. I know that it is real, and I'm never on a mission to convince anybody that I know. So either trust, allow my faith to sustain you until yours gets to the same level as mine, or not. But I'm not in the business of trying to convince anyone that what I believe is right, because it is right for me, and I can give you my testimony to tell you that it is. It's kind of like politics. I'd much rather talk about Jesus than politics, because scientifically proven, you can never change someone's mind about politics. But I know that I know that I know that Jesus Christ lives, and he's very real. So let's talk about health. I shared in Chubby Girl Chronicles my the journey, the health journey that I've been on, this healthy lifestyle, and losing 120 pounds, I guess, with diet and exercise and being conscious and making up my mind to do so. Um, Go to the doctor, regular visits. I thought I had found a lump in my breast. I am 37 years old, and I thought, okay, well, let's just go check it out. And I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell my kids. Went to my doctor. She referred me to, and I had just had a mammogram. She referred me to go have a sonogram done. All praise be to God that it was nothing. But take care of yourself, people. Um, get your regular physicals, exams. If you feel something, just go. I know that it's scary, but just go and get it checked out. Oral health is amazing. Make sure that your teeth are always good. Take care of your cavities if you have them. But I'll also say financial health is immensely important. Making sure that you understand the concept of credit and what that means, interest rates, having a savings account. That's part of my plan for my kids. I put them on a credit card that I have, and I'll buy stuff and just pay it off, so that when they leave here, Lord, whatever 850, whatever that score can be. So it's just giving that level of forward thinking to set your kids up for the best financial literacy and financial health that they can have as well. So health is body, financial, and also mental. Again, I've shared about my challenges with depression. Get help if you need it. I have nationwide, they offer us free counseling. I have taken advantage of it several times, and recently thought I might need to go again just to kind of to check in and get some things off my chest and see if there's any strategies that I need to know or need to leverage to continue to have hashtag best self. So don't forget, it's not just about the body, not about the mind. It's also about that pocketbook, that bank account, making good decisions, and maximizing what you have. I have a salary job. That check that I can work 90 hours or I can work 20. That paycheck don't change. So what are the things that I can do to maximize my investment? Passion and purpose. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but in the far left corner, there's some feedback or comment that came, and it says, "Excellent book, loved it. My daughter took it to school to read to her classmates." And so this is some feedback that Anthony Vardaman, AV, what up? He and I worked together, but he bought a copy of my book, The Smile of My Voice. You can get on Amazon, and gave me some feedback on it. Part of my passion and purpose, right? I always knew, talking about faith and vision and knowing, I always knew that I'd write a book. Did I know it would be a children's book? I didn't. I know that there's something for me to share and to deposit in this world about being a young mom, my overweight journey, all of that, right? So one day that'll happen. But passion and purpose, writing the book. My children, if you read my blog, my greatest accomplishment is my children. Is that, Kiara, my oldest, texts me, "Mom, thank you for all that you do." And I don't do anything special. I have just committed to make sure that they have a better life than I had, and that I set them up for success, being more conscious. We talk a lot. They probably like, "Ma, can we not?" I pick them up from school or work, and "How's your day?" Good. Okay, what made it good? What's one thing that you could have done differently? So they get it. They get to experience the level of counseling that I plan to do at some point. But they're part of my passion and purpose. Without them, I don't know. I can't even imagine. When people ask, did your life turn out the way that it could be? You had your daughter so young. Absolutely. I can't imagine it any other way. There's a quote that says, "It's your purpose to leave this world better than you found it." I think that's my mission statement. When I think about podcasting and blogging and vlogging and writing, my goal is to leave this world better than I found it. If it's impacting one person, and maybe it's my children, one person gets an idea, one person understands that you are worth it, you are worthy. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. You're worthy. You're enough. The way that you are today, by the grace of God, you are who you are. Point blank, period. No negotiation, no explanation, no apologies. That's all. That is my sole purpose in life, for someone to think, no, I can do it. I know that I'm scared, but I can still do it. I have faith enough to know that I can do it. Enough. Because He is, I am, passion and purpose. I know that this journey and this life has nothing to do with Keisha. So, although I have been afforded the opportunity to live this life, it's not personal to me. That's why I don't mind to share. I'm really trying to explore the multiple sclerosis aspect of this, right? I've been fortunate. I think my diagnosis is coming up 10 years in October. And I raise money. I'll do 5Ks. I share the experience when deemed necessary. It's not a badge that I wear. I wear being a young teenage mom, educated professional, an author, and it's not shame, but I do understand that discrimination is real, and then I don't want anyone to treat me differently because of that. But also, I don't want people to get the wrong perception of someone that has an autoimmune disease, right? So I'm good today. And going back to my faith, Lord willing, I will be for years to come. Um, but it's just not a flag that I wave. So that's another one of those that I'm seeking God's face to say, why this one? So I understand being a teenage mom, overcoming, and that's even a story. I need to unpack that one too one day, right? But really understanding how does the divorce and multiple sclerosis and like how does that one fit into the piece of the puzzle? What is my purpose? What is my call with the multiple sclerosis? So more to come. But it's all intentional and purpose. So I don't discredit it, and I know that it has purpose. Sometimes, honestly, I feel like it's a cloud over my head that forces me to want to do things faster. I mean, no one knows their time, right? Of when their card is going to be pulled or their number now serving, right? Um, but sometimes it gives me, it makes me feel like my timer is expedited, which multiple sclerosis is not a terminal illness. It can lead there. There's several forms. There's progressive, there's relapse remitting, RRMS, which is what I was initially diagnosed with. But it does kind of make me think, oh, I should probably be in love by now. or when I meet someone, it's like, oh, I love you. uh, you know, gotta get this show on the road. Um, but then I'm like, okay, let me go back to my faith, right? Girl, bye. It's okay. So, when I think about best self, I think that's a great representation of what goes into that hashtag. When I think about, because best self is my 2019 proclamation. It is my hashtag of the year. Best self, both of my children will graduate high school this year. I'll be done. I'm taking a bomb vacation with my family to Arizona. Hashtag, you will see best self. Hashtag senior mom. I mean, you will see it all over your social media. Do the hard thing. Have the scary conversation. Choose the uncertain future. Take a risk. Be yourself. Speak your mind and share your soul. Because when you do the hard thing, you are able to stand up and counter yourself even when you don't want to and don't feel like it. When you are able to know who you truly are in the trying times, something magical happens. And the magical thing is real life. Give it time, but give it a chance. I forget where I found that. I know that I had posted it on my social media before, and it epitomizes what best self is to me. Do the hard thing. I'm tired. I worked 4 10 hours this week. Was working at least until 9, 2 days this week. Spent some time with the girls. Went back out. Got me some lashes. We'll see if that contributes to my best self or not. Um, Choose the uncertain future. Who knows what'll happen? I am a super planned out person, so I just talked about how sometimes my diagnosis for multiple sclerosis gets in my head. But choose the uncertain future. What does that look like? Take the risk. Do the podcast. Agree to write a blog weekly, all on top of everything else that you're trying to accomplish. I understand that doing the hard thing or doing making the heart left, I'm trying to think, the heart right. We talk about that in the village. Sometimes it's what you got to do. You have to do what you don't feel like. I tell my team we have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And it's not easy, but it's necessary. You have to grow. Teeth growing in hurts. When you grew taller, it hurt. What else hurts when it grows? You break a bone to get it back together, it hurts. Pruning hurts. But there's growth, there's reward at the end, and trusting the process. Enjoy the journey and trust the process. That's what this also means to me. I do hope that this is a glimpse into my life, right? Of sharing. Thank you for listening. I am all oh so grateful, right? But do check me out on Instagram, Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube. This podcast will be posted on YouTube and on Facebook. Eventually, it'll probably make it over to teflonjohn.com, but in the interim, hit up the YouTube. I can't thank you guys enough. This is it's such a great opportunity, something that I've been talking about doing for some time now, and for it to be a reality, to have the support of each one of you listening, liking and subscribing is an invaluable experience and one that's uncomfortable. I don't know that I've talked more about, especially the multiple sclerosis deal. But hey, this is who I am. Uh, uh, uh. So thank you. I hope that you all will have an amazing Friday, a fantastic weekend, a phenomenal Easter, if that's what you observe, or just a great Sunday, whatever that is for you. I know he lives, right? The tomb is empty. He has risen. So do spend time with your family. Do have a great weekend. Um, and I'll see you same time ish, same place ish. Friday Eve, we'll have a date. But remember, no guilt, absolutely no judgment. Forget about the shame. There's only love. Okay, peace out.